Hey, what's going on, guys? Vinnie here.
And Joe.
And welcome to... that. Anyway, guys, today we are beginning our brand new Let's Play, I guess.
It's gonna be so exciting.
Asagao Academy Normal Boots Club, which is kind of a, I guess it's kind of a dating sim thing.
Yeah, well, you don't tell anybody.
You get to meet the guys from the normal boots in the game, plus also the hidden block guys. So some of the greatest YouTubers or video game YouTubers.
Yeah.
So we're going
more like the greatest, you know.
Yeah, the greatest.
The greatest.
Because of course MatPat's not there. It's kind of sad. Egoab is not there either. I kind of hate him. But anyway, I guess we just go ahead and hop into it.
I don't see what else.
I don't see what else. No need to ramble. Except maybe if you enjoy the video, be sure to leave it a thumbs up, as it really helps out starting out a series like this. And if you do, are you new to the channel?
Yeah, so we're not gonna go ahead and start the game until you hit it like. So we're just gonna
we're just gonna wait. You like and subscribe? Cool. Okay, now we can play the game.
Okay, I trust that you guys
Chapter
did it.
1. Chapter 1.
He's the first
There's
chapter,
no name
guys.
for the chapter. Okay. The train made its way along the gentle curve of coast to coast of Japan, whisking me farther and farther from home.
Of course it did, Japan.
Across from me sat a boy, face half buried in a newspaper. He apparently didn't have like an iPad or anything.
Yeah.
He could bury his face in that. He was deeply entranced in whatever article he was reading, hadn't spoken a single word to me, even when I asked if I could join him in the last compartment with any available space. He was probably just he probably was just like was really crushing out on her and was like trying to
trying to pretend he was.
He shrugged, nodded, and adjusted his newspaper without ever making eye contact. It had been almost an hour, in fact, and he hadn't once looked at me. Well, that guy sounds like a jerk. Devoid of conversation, I took his debt at counting the buttons on the pretentiously lush carmine seat cushions. 1, 2, 3, 21. She can't count.
No, she's not good at counting.
She's not good at counting. 22.
And so forth. That's not a number.
And so forth over and over. That's not
Those are not numbers,
She's terrible
guys.
at counting.
Wow. It's a good thing she's going to some sort of academy.
She's going to school. She needs to learn to count. We gotta work on that. Now and again, I turned to look out the window where the trees were blurring by. Sometimes the smeared green would break and reveal the quiet blue of the Sea of Japan. Eventually, this rapidity made my stomach churn, and I threw up all over the guy and went back to counting the buttons on his seat.
The guy with the newspaper didn't even look up.
Didn't even care.
And he was on his shoes.
Just not.
What's weird is that the people are invisible.
Yeah, there are no people there.
Yeah.
It does not look crowded. It looks like plenty of space.
Weird.
I mean, like we could be sitting there.
Okay.
We could be laying down in the
2, 3.
You should get better at counting. The train compartment shuddered around us.
Oh, shuddered.
What's a crash? My eyes wandered to the boy and his jacket. Okay,
he wet himself.
It wasn't the school-issued blue that I and the other students on the train were wearing. Instead, it was a green, varsity-like jacket with an embroidered patch poorly sewn on the front. Oh, it wasn't sewn on very well.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's Gerard! Oh my goodness. So, you're a first year then? Is that good? Oh wait, you can do a Gerard voice, right?
Oh yeah. So you're first year.
Jared, I'm sorry.
Jared.
I'm sorry, Jared. If ProJared was watching this, I'm sorry for calling you Gerard.
I'm best when he says the word Sonic Boom. Yeah, I'm Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom was the worst game ever made.
Yeah.
I can do his voice.
You do his voice then.
So you're a first. Yep. So you're a first year then. He folded his newspaper. Oh,
wait, hang on.
Yeah, he finally folded his newspaper and set it in his lap and looked at me with a half-interested gaze.
Skating you. Did you just catch me staring? Now that the paper was gone, I saw his face and he watched me through heavy-lidded eyes. His hair was immaculately groomed, his teeth straight and blindingly bright. Oh, he's too hot. He's too hot. Oh, he's so hot. There was something about him. The way the light hit him. It was so hot. That made him look like, oh, he's almost sparkling.
Sparkling.
I am really shiny. Wow. Okay, me? Me? No? He glanced around the compartment, empty beside us, and laughed. Oh, that's funny. Oh. No, I'm not a first year, I'm a third year. The train began to slow, metal wheels growing against the metal tracks. The sudden shift threatened to rob me of whatever was left in my stomach, but I closed my eyes and took a deep breath, willing myself to keep together.
Oh, man.
What kind of impression?
Go, start counting buttons again.
What kind of impression would I leave puking on a student before I even arrived at the academy? Oh man, she's like very weak.
Yeah, really.
The boy frowned. I picked at the hem of my cotton skirt. Oh, not a good idea. Not a good idea to pick at the hem of your cotton skirt. You'll think you're like, that's not. Oh, that's your voice.
That's not possible. I've never seen you before.
It took me a moment of mouth fishing to find a response. It's because I'm a transfer student. That was hard for you to respond. Man, okay, I'm sure I'm going to be like totally confused by the characters in this game because I'm homeschooled. But like if like I was in this situation, it would not take me if I have a hard time explaining it. But of course, I'm super confident. So
yeah,
she's just like you laugh.
A transfer student, huh? We don't get many of those.
I removed my acceptance letter from the front pocket of my uniform. The paper, heavy weight of off-white, had accumulated traces from my reading and rereading, as if the words might have changed since the last time I read it. The boy took it, studied it, then handed it back to me.
I'll see you
around. Well, okay.
Well then, Adam, I suppose I'll be seeing you around. I guess he's like seeing you around.
Yeah, I guess they had some of the characters' voices from it.
Yeah.
He smiled at me as he picked up the suitcase lying next to him. By the time I hiccuped a response, he was already gone from the compartment. Not nice to
see you later. That's a good first impression.
That's a good first impression. Good
first
job.
You throw up,
good
then
job,
you hiccup at him.
You threw up on Jared. First you called him Gerard, then you threw up on Jared, and then you hiccuped the response after he walked away. Oh my goodness.
Like, I'll see you later.
Very good, very good.
I stared out into the empty hallway of the train.
At first I read that, I stared into my mouth. Then I saw that.
It was then that I realized he, having gotten it from my acceptance letter, knew my name, and I never got his.
Oh, that's not good.
You should have watched his YouTube channel. The train settled at the station, and I filed out with the rest of the uniformed students. It was early April, and the last frost of winter had come and gone.
Oh, yay.
The trees were already green, their leaves shivering and occasional gusts waving through them.
Okay, we don't care about the trees, guys.
It was mild, only a few clouds hanging in the sky. I walked along the road with a swarm of blue-jacketed bodies. Whoa.
Gross.
Looking at the little groups breaking out from the crowd. It just made this super edgy. Everyone was buzzing so animatedly around me.
It sounds like it was anime.
I held my suitcase tight in my sweaty hands. It was leather-bound and worth more than anything it contained. It wasn't far to the school, and I was, for maybe the first time in my life, thankful that what I owned didn't amount to much. My school issued black Oxfords clicked on the pavement. Click, click, clicked. Clickety, click. I walked this walk over and over in my mind. So many nights I lay awake, imagining what it would be like to walk from the train station to Asagao Academy the first time. My new start.
Oh, goody.
Oh. I always imagined that everything would change for me on this walk. That somehow everything would be magically different. It wasn't. But as I looked around, I realized nothing had changed. This is getting just like the second season of Brother Time.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed.
At all. Everything's the same. Boring.
Yeah, everything has changed. Everything had changed.
I hadn't changed. The building hadn't changed.
Yep.
PROJARED'S hadn't changed. I still hiccup instead of saying goodbye.
By the time I reached a massive gate to the academy, I forgot all about the disappointment slouching in the back of my throat. The school framed by the gate's twisting black metal was just as beautiful as the glossy photos I had saw in pamphlets. This was it. Asagao Academy.
Oh, cool.
I glanced around. A swarm of students gathered around the gate. Beyond it, tiny blue people. Blue people. Wow. It must be like Avatar or whatever that movie was. Bounced around the Academy's main building. Oh, now they're bouncing around it. A girl pressed a button to one side of the gate. The excitement in the air was almost palpable. Whatever that means. A few moments later, the black gate with great effort creaked outwards and cleared the pathway.
Yeah.
As the rest of the group shifted into motion, I followed along, a sheep in the herd. You gotta stand out, Hannah. You gotta stand out. My stomach tied itself into knots. The crowd split off in different directions. For a moment, I panicked. A tired-looking man with grey hair called out for first years, a cluster of fresh-faced students gathering around him. Hey, look at that girl. I'm gonna give him the, what was the guy's name? What was that? Who? I give it the Corfish? It wasn't Was it Corfish? It wasn't Corfish.
I don't even remember.
It was... I think it might be Corfish in Pokemon Mr. Dungeon. I turned a few feet away. A small group of boys were pointing at me and snickering.
Pink hair? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Pink hair? I don't know what. See what else they got.
Hot dust, what can you get? Hot shame crawled down my neck. Whoa. Hot shame was... Okay.
Like, hot shame would crawl around my neck. I hate it when hot shame crawls down my neck.
It's always crawling down my neck. Hot shame. It's so rude. I attached myself to a group of girls, falling a few steps behind them. In the distance, cicadas hummed in time. Cicadas. I'm sorry. I'm really showing off my education here.
Yeah.
Good thing we're going to school.
Yeah.
Cicadas hummed in time to my shoes crunching against the gravel. My hair. It wasn't my fault that my hair looked like this. I only painted it pink because of reasons. Luckily, I found myself at the girls' dormitory, a large sign on the lawn reading Primrose House. The building dwarfs me in size and sheer intimidation. How many students does Asagao have? 4? 8? As I approached the building, a red-headed girl lingering nearby caught my attention. I looked away, then looked back, then looked away. She was staring at me, so I looked back.
And then hot shame
She walked
crawling
over.
around my neck again.
Hot shame started crawling
Hey,
over my
look,
neck.
she's got hot shame too.
Yeah, she looked like she got hot shame. She walked over.
Oh, you must be my roommate.
She just did my job.
Wow.
Don't do
I
my,
wanted to do
don't
a
do my
voice.
job.
Like, oh, you're your roommate. That's a good voice, bro.
I eyed her warily. She was smiling and bouncing in a way that suggested her views on life are akin to the perpetual bouncy castle.
Bouncy castle. Goodness.
I've never heard of a bouncy castle.
What was
Or is it like those blow-up castle thingies that you bounce around in?
Oh,
Those bounce
the first thing I thought was that one of those Reader Rabbit games where you like build some out of shapes and the castle dances
around,
bouncing.
bounces around.
Yeah,
that's
that
probably
sounds
exactly what it's
great.
talking about. That Reader Rabbit game where the castle dances around as a perpetual bouncy castle.
Yeah.
Mwah? Me?
Bingo.
Of course, you silly.
Bingo.
Let me guess. Room 325.
She
No,
thinks
we're
she's so-
324. I thought back to the paper I received a month prior with a list of all the supplies I needed for the year and my dorm arrangements. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I can't do a
got
girl's voice. She laughed, but I couldn't figure out what was so funny. Think of it like what's that one?
Vector voice.
Oh, I was thinking the Monster from Monsters Incorporated.
Yeah.
Was she laughing at me?
Hello, boys.
Was she laughing
I
at
can't
me?
do the voice anymore.
Me?
Yeah.
When I found out my roommate was
that's not
trans
too
student, I knew you were going to be a total main character.
bad.
She is a main character. What do you know? I'm sorry. A what? It's not like this is a video game. When I saw you outside the gate, I knew it was you. I mean, look at that hair. I felt a lump forming in my throat. What was she talking about?
Your hair!
Oh, your hair, of course.
I mean, it's a hot shame crawling down your neck.
I hope this school has like a class for coping with modern society. She's got to start getting it together. She does not know anything was going on. She's like, what are you talking about? You talking about my hair, man?
What's hair?
She had to be making fun of me. I hadn't spent more than 5 minutes on campus and I was already being mocked. My hands began to tremble. And I punched her. Is there something wrong with my hair? Her face slackened from its amused smile to a more worried expression. Oh, look at that worried expression.
Oh. Yeah, her voice probably gonna be worse.
Then she
too.
began to laugh again.
No, it's good. I'm sorry.
It's great. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Stop doing my job.
that's my job.
Getting off on the wrong foot, aren't we? Oh gosh.
Whoa.
Oh, she's just she could totally do her entire job. Listen to that music. It kind of sounds a little bit like PROJARED'S theme, doesn't it?
It's like almost exactly like it. Yeah.
I'm Mai Sasaki. You must be Hana.
Quit doing my job.
She's talking to
I bowed my head.
Yep.
Hello.
It's nice to meet you, May.
My.
What is how did she pronounce it? May I?
May.
May I? May. Which
May
call
I?
it May. All your school books are waiting in your room with your welcome letter, and I read the envelope.
What? Oh, I see.
It said Hana. I hope you're not mad. I read your envelope. Mai started walking toward the dorm's front doors. I followed behind like a lost puppy. Did you check in at the front desk already? No, I didn't. I didn't know I was supposed to. Good. They offered to have a staff member give you a tour of the campus, but I can show you around. We don't get many transfer students in year 3, you know. You know? Oh, is that your only bag? Just the one? I'm glad I brought an extra bag of stuff to decorate our room with. I started already. I hope you don't mind. I put porn on the walls.
Whoa!
But I didn't wait to bring the lights. I thought we could do it together, you know? Lights? I didn't know you put lights in your dorm room. She spoke quickly, the words bubbling from her mouth, and
I
left
can
me
tell.
no time to answer until the end of her monologue.
Like, hey, you don't get some chicken put on the walls.
Like, maybe you
Stick some lights around.
Put some chicken beaks.
Chicken beaks.
Like, I
Chicken
didn't
beaks.
just know.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that sounds good.
Yeah,
Totally good.
that's
Except maybe
good.
take the porn off the wall. I don't
Whoa,
know if I
Vinnie.
want that.
Okay, there was no porn on the wall. Okay.
She held the front door open for me and I heard inside. Girls filed up and down the hallway, howling greetings. I was thinking like, oh, hello.
Oh,
exchanging
Hello.
vague niceties that were more
Yeah.
often than not. How's your break? And look at how tan you got during the winter.
Whoa.
It seemed like everyone knew each other. I followed Mai, and she led me through the maze of students and up 2 flights of stairs. Each door on the floor looked the same as the last. Narrow, white doors lining both sides of the pale pink walls. The thin gold numbers were tacked on the front of each, and the numbers rising as we climbed.
Oh, wow.
You're not missing anything with the campus tour, I promise. Mr. Saitamo does them every year, and he's like totally dull. Like, totally, man. He just drags you around the entire campus and talks that weird squeaky voice of his.
No, I'm skipping the cow.
I'll tell you everything you need to know. I smiled, trying to let this calm my nerves. Thanks. We headed down a hallway on the 3rd floor. Mai stopped us in front of a door number 325.
Oh, goody.
Here we are.
Oh man, you're right, Vinnie.
I was right. There is porn on the wall. She put porn on the wall. A faint smell of potpourri wafted through the room.
What?
Oh. The walls, like the hallway, were a soft powdery pink. Mai already defaced them with the tapestry of posters, magazine cutouts, and photographs. Some of the photos were of cats, but most of male models and musicians.
You're right, Vinnie.
She put porn on the walls. She's just like, I hope that bed up there is like hers, because otherwise she would like have to sleep up there and be like staring at that all night. And, like,
And she already strung
this
the
is so
lights with the
awkward.
chicken beaks.
Yeah, she's already got the lights up there with the chicken beaks.
Yeah.
Chicken beaks and everything. A bunk bed, 2 writing desks with wooden chairs, a small dresser, and a mirror vanity, all clearly provided by the school, were the only pieces of furniture in the tiny room. The top bunk was already covered in neatly tucked blankets and throw pillows of clashing patterns and colors. The bottom bunk had a single stiff-looking pillow and a thin cotton blanket that I didn't need to touch to know was horribly itchy. I must have grimaced because Mai quickly smiled at me. I brought way too many pillows and blankets. I always overpack. I went to Italy over break and Mom got really mad because I brought 5 bags while you're only there for a week.
Oh my word.
She's clearly a rich girl. She laughed, pulled several blankets and pillows from her bunk, and rearranged them neatly on mine.
Oh, that's
A sudden
cool.
twinge of guilt and embarrassment hit me. Guilt. There, that's much better. Thanks, Mai. I placed my suitcase on the bottom bunk and began to unpack its contents. Several changes of clothing, pens and pencils, empty notebooks, a few photographs of my father, a dilapidated stuffed rabbit, an old portable radio, and a small black box.
What?
She didn't. She must be a good girl because she didn't bring any porn. Mai opened the curtains and
Oh,
a sunlight
dude, stop
poured
talking
in.
about it, man.
I'm sorry. It's the most obvious thing in the room.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird to see like a male sexualized kind of thingy like that because usually it's the female thingy. But
Yeah.
I guess I have a lot to learn. Good thing I'm going to the academy.
Yeah.
So where are you from? I
Brooklyn.
slid the now empty suitcase onto the bottom bunk. About 2 hours north of here is a small town called Amariusi.
Just say it's a small town.
It's a small town called Flora. You probably haven't heard of it. I see the stuffed rabbit, Mr. Bunny. Mr. Bunny? Who's that bunny? On my bed beside a purple and teal throw pillow. Oh.
Gross.
Did you go to a different boarding school or... No, I went to a public school down the street from my house. Should have been homeschooled. Public school? You weren't homeschooled? What was that like? Were the students mean? Did you have lots of friends? I always went to private schools. My parents work a lot. My dad goes overseas. So I think they stuck me here for convenience and also because they could afford it.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, what's that? I'd removed an ornately patterned origami crane from the black box and was setting it on the unclaimed writing desk. Oh, this. My mother made it for me a long time ago. I set it beside a stack of thick textbooks, which I assumed were provided for me. She assumed too much. Wow, it's so pretty. I've never seen paper like that before. Oh, yeah, the lights. Let me get them. You already
Why
got
she look
them.
so worried?
I went to her own desk, opened the drawer, and pulled out a long, tangled string of fairy lights.
And chicken
I thought
beats.
they were chicken beaks. I thought these would look nice. Here, help me string them up.
Chicken beats.
She grabbed a container of push pins, then pulled her wooden desk chair out and over to one wall. I did the same with my own. Together, we pinned the lights around the perimeter of the room. How was the train ride over here? Did you meet anyone?
Oh,
No, not really. I was in a compartment with some guy and...
What?
Some guy, huh? Some guy. Was he
Some
cute?
guy.
Oh, Mai clearly has a one-track mind. I mean, the posters, and now she's like, oh, is he cute? Oh, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't even get his name. Mai seemed disappointed for a moment, then perked back up. You'll have to point him out to me if you see him again. Okay. Once we finished stringing the lights, Mai climbed down from her chair and brushed her hands together triumphantly.
and did back
Victory! Done! Peace!
Done
Okay.
and done.
Okay, now it's time for lunch. The food here is pretty good. There's this ramen place down the street from campus. It's like
What?
out of this world. Like, totally. But the school only lets us leave campus on weekends. My walk to the window.
And she jumped out.
We could
No?
go today because it's Sunday and it's pretty nice out, but I guess you might want to go to the cafe because you just got here. We could. She was suddenly interrupted by her own enthusiastic laughter.
Oh, it's so annoying.
Stop laughing.
Don't laugh, okay?
Don't
Just
laugh.
don't.
Just don't.
Don't think about anything funny.
Oh my gosh, Mimi Santos totally tripped outside. Like, totally whoa, man. It fell on her face. I saw it.
Oh my god. Oh, man,
Oh,
man.
Does that mean to laugh? Maybe I shouldn't have. Yes,
Yeah,
it's
that
mean
was
to laugh.
mean.
And it's also bad to have pictures like that on the wall. I'm gonna hang on to that for a long time. Oh well, anyways, let's go eat. I'm totally starved. Like, totally.
Like, dude. Oh, she's gone.
She let me out of the
She
room
pooped.
before I even had the chance to respond. We gotta talk about
She
you.
pooped to death.
The cafeteria was buzzing with students excited for the new year. No, it's not. It's totally empty.
Yeah, I know.
The only people as nervous looking as I felt were the tables of skittish, wide-eyed first years. I stepped into the line behind Mai, taking an empty plastic tray. We shuffled through, asking for help from sulky cafeteria workers when we passed something that looked good. I did actually experience some sulky cafeteria workers once when I went to a church camp.
Yeah, that
They
was
were like-
terrible.
they were like
they
rude and
gripe
stuff.
at you if you grabbed your plate too fast.
Yeah, if you like did stuff too fast.
Now, like, hey, don't grab your plate. Yeah, put that back.
Yeah.
Because, like, you were grabbing yours and I grabbed mine at the same time. He was like, hey, don't you do that. I'm just
Yeah.
like, shut up.
I don't like cafeteria workers. That's why I don't go
Yeah.
to cafeterias, or I don't go
Yeah.
to church camps or anything, but anyway.
Yeah.
With full trays, Mai led me straight to a table in the back where a few students were already sitting. Mai sat down and I took a seat across from her. Hi Mai, how was your break? Oh, my bad. Sorry.
What'd you do?
I just right clicked. I guess that
Oh.
takes us to one thing. How was your break? It was good. I went to Italy and Spain. Dad fell off a ski jet and broke his ankle. It's better now, though. Wow.
That was great.
You ever had like that friend which you're like, hey, how's your stomach? Like, oh, I like broke a leg and my dad broke his neck, but it's all cool now. Like,
He's
you're
dead,
like, oh.
but it's cool.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, that's nice. It's nice, I guess. I expected to be introduced, but the girl turned back to her group of friends, and Mai turned back to me. She began to assault her food with a fork and tell me, in a practically minute-by-minute account, about her fleeting romance last summer with a boy she met on the beach who didn't go farther than a few salty kisses.
What?
Okay, we need to talk about you, Mai. You clearly have some
Few
problems.
salty kisses. Whoa, that's like taking it to step 2.
Yeah.
Man.
I stepped back and let Mai talk. For the first time since arriving on campus, I felt like I was finally able to breathe. I picked up my Brussels sprouts and studied Mai as she spoke. The more she talked, the more I began to notice small details about her.
Like that, she's
Small
constantly
details.
red.
She had a high songbird voice that I can't do. I'm not gonna do it like this! That'd be cool! But nobody wants to hear me read the whole game like that. She was dynamic, her face twisting this way and that into exaggerated expressions as she spoke. She doesn't like what she's noticing about her. She laughed often, probably too often, especially for me, since I played this game. She imitated people in a wildly unflattering voices, seemingly unrelated to her actual opinion of them. But most notably, she talked. A lot. I didn't find this particularly annoying as it filled the silence and she hardly ever asked questions that required my full attention. Just as Mai was rounding off a shockingly detailed account of the time she accidentally walked in on her friend's older brother in the act of changing. Whoa. Okay, she's got some huge problems. I mean, she's like oh, this one time I walked in on a guy and it was like, totally, whoa, man. A flash of familiar green caught my eye. I glanced over.
It's PROJARED!
Hey, that's him! That's him! It's really him!
PROJARED.
Huh? Who? I leaned across the table to whisper just in case he could hear me through the ambient chatter of the lunchroom.
And?
I just... The boy from the train, that's him. Jared. PROJARED? Yeah, with the weird green jacket and swoopy hair.
Like my hair.
He just picked up his tray and was walking past us when something seemed to catch his eye. Oh, he has your voice.
Oh, you.
Oh, it's you.
Fine.
I looked up at him, suddenly realizing he was talking to me.
Blah.
I'm sorry. Can you stop doing it?
Hannah, I met you on the train.
It's
Howard.
Hannah. Didn't you hear Jared say it?
Habaloo, I can't believe I met you on the train. How are things setting up for you? Setting down for you? Are things setting down or... Have you been sitting down, lad?
Really well. I found my roommate and she's been helping me out.
Talking.
I gestured to Mai, who was thunderstruck. In fact, looking around, everyone was. People stopped eating to turn and stare at Jared and me. My shoulders bunched around my neck. Everyone's looking at us, Jared. Why are they looking at... Or are they looking at... They're looking at him. Because he's so hot. Oh, my goodness.
In real life, people think...
Well, if you ever need any help...
if you ever need any help, I'll be around. So do you, right? Roy. How did I pronounce your name?
I nodded.
So my friends are on that first year. That year. Of course, they can't compare to me, but I'll give them the heads up to look out for you. Wow.
He flashed a dazzling smile and winked.
It's the least I can do for such a cute girl. But whoa.
Yeah, Jared's really, he's really started trying to get this relationship started. He's like, what are we waiting for? Let's do this. Well, that's you.
Well, I'll see you around. Mabaloo.
I watched a torrent of thoughts raging through my head as he took a seat next to a bunch of guys who were all wearing the same jacket.
He's still really upset about it.
He's really upset about it.
Oh, why?
He's like,
why did this have to happen?
That's Jared. He's so hot. She tore her eyes away from him and looked at me. He's so hot. He's the most beautiful guy in school.
Whoa, man.
He's so hot. Jared is so hot. I can't believe he just looked at me. He didn't look at yo. He was talking at me.
Yeah.
He was just talking at me, and he's like, hey. He's really just. You should have seen him trying to start that relationship going, man. I looked at Mai. Her cheeks were glowing and
they've been glowing. Pink. They've been glowing like that the whole time.
Pink. She's
indecent.
Everything about her is indecent.
Yeah.
Why do they all wear those jackets? Aren't all the guys supposed to wear blue blazers as part of their uniform? No, they're allowed to. They're you know Jared? Who said that? That girl turned back around and was looking at me with sudden interest. Did I know him? I only talked to him on the train for a few minutes, so not really. We weren't friends or anything. But looking around, Mai and this girl weren't the only ones who were interested. Everyone seemed listening in. They seemed so surprised when he talked to me. Maybe a little white lie couldn't... Oh, no.
Besides, you know him.
So I guess so, or no, not really.
Well, yeah, she knows him. I mean, normally when I talk to someone twice, I say, oh, yeah, I know this person.
It seems like I don't know, I feel like the safe answer would be not really.
Just not really, but let's go with that. It's just I want to mess everything up as best as I can.
Well, I think we should take like a Christian approach and make this be
let's make
the good girl. She'll be the good girl.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Oh, she got grumpy. Oh, she looked me up and down, sniffed and turned away.
I guess we should...
If you don't know Jared, then I don't want to have anything to do with you. May lean towards me. Don't mind Mimi. She was just trying to get in with you. Oh, everyone's trying to get in with us.
Yeah.
It's just like, Jared comes up, he's like, hey, I want to get in with you.
Whoa.
Get in with me? Why?
What does that even mean?
Why does everyone want to get in with me?
Get in with you. How?
Well, you asked me about those guys in the jackets, right? Those are their Normal Boots Club jackets. They're... what?
Normal Boots.
What's Normal Boots Club? Oh.
I like PBG, look, he's playing a game.
It's a club we have at school. It's like totally exclusive and full of only the coolest students. They get together and play video games. Or something. You don't even know what they do. That one right there is John, also known as Jontron. His bird's name is Jock. John is also the president of Drama Club here at school. Next to him is PBGB. He and John founded the Normal Boots Club together. I need to stop doing that.
Grab it.
I'm sorry. Together, PBG is one of the best soccer players on our team.
He's also really good.
He's also great at basketball.
Seen his latest
video. He's like really getting those hoops in.
Yeah.
Then there's Gerard. People call him the completionist because he's obsessed with completing it. He's got the biggest itty bitty kitty collection I've ever seen.
What?
He also plays games. Next name is Jared, also known as PROJARED. He's a model. Clearly, I mean, he's just like so shiny.
Yeah.
He's so hot. And then there's Satchbag, but everybody calls him Satch. He's like crazy smart. Whoa, totally whoa, man. Those guys over there are Paul, Nick, and Josh. They write a column in the school newspaper called Continue. Paul, the one standing up, is the student council president. And the guy on the end there is Shane. He knows more about video games than anyone, ever. Did you know?
Yeah.
She exhaled a dreamy sigh in her mashed potatoes. Gross. She's like...
He likes his face better, everything.
Okay. So, how could someone, join the Normal Boots Club? You don't join the club.
You can't join it.
You can't do it. You don't choose the boots, Hannah. The boots choose you. They give you the boot. What does that even mean?
He's so dumb.
You have to be presented with the boots to be in their club. They give you the boots, and they're like super selective about who they boot.
Yeah.
What are the boots? And what happens if you get booted by the boots? The club has this boot statue. It's like the one on their patches, but it's gold plated. It's their mascot, I guess. They do this weird initiation ritual with it.
That's
ritual? I hear they fill a room with candles and wear those totally creepy robes during initiation.
Yeah,
this year, two girls said that she saw it once and they were all like chanting around the boots and it sounded like they were talking backwards. That was just I think that was just that was PBG talking, and you couldn't understand him. He was doing his Ghost Ride the Whip. Oh, that's what it was. PBG was Ghost Riding the Whip, and they were like, "Oh, it must be a ritual."
You imagine if these guys played the game, they're like, "What on earth are they talking about?" You don't even have a.
But I don't believe her, and even if it's true, I don't care if they're a cult because they're all really hot. Especially Jared, he's so hot.
Yes, he's so hot.
Do they
you got the idea.
Have a lot of friends? Yeah, tons of friends. Also, the most popular kids in school, meaning they don't have any friends.
Yeah.
Because when you have a lot of friends, you don't have any friends. Just ask me. I have very few friends. But the friends I do have are good friends.
Yeah,
I
awesome
think.
friends.
I've never asked them. I mean, everyone in school
like,
totally...
Are you my good friend? Are you a good friend? Like, yeah, I'm a good friend.
I mean, everyone in the school totally looks up to them. I bet they could get any girl in school, too. Or Jerry gets every girl in school.
Yeah.
Or a boy, for that matter. Whoa. Hey, are you gonna eat your cake? I shook my head and pushed a plastic tray. Nah, I'm not gonna eat that. I kinda just lost my appetite.
Yeah.
Thinking about Jared kinda makes me lose my appetite.
Yeah.
He'd make me do that too, probably, if I met poor Jared. Like, oh, he's so hot. For the remainder of lunch, I listened to Mai talking about Jared.
Oh, God, I want to hear about
the frosting. Back at the dorm, I sorted through the pile of textbooks the school left for me. My radio was playing a poppy tune, equal parts music to static. My fervently scribbled notebook at her desk hunched over it with strikingly poor posture. So poor posture. Hey, Mai? Yeah, I stopped doing my job. She didn't bother to look up. Rude! Am I supposed to have a textbook for History 309? She shuffled through the papers on her desk before producing a thick textbook. A demure man in a powdered wig frowned at me from the cover. He wasn't frowning at you. And he's not frowning. He's just looking serious. Come on, Connor. Yeah, this one. This one right here. I sighed. I don't have that one. The school must have missed it. Mai shrugged and set the textbook back in her pile. They have a bunch of it at the library. You can just check one out. Check it out. Where's the library? The library. I believe the proper pronunciation is library.
Library.
Mai riffled through a notebook and wrote something down. She tore the paper page out and handed me a crudely drawn map.
Oof.
Oh. Okay, well, I'll be back in a little bit.
That's not good.
It took me at least 20 minutes to find the library. By the time I realized I was holding the map upside down, the sun was setting. The library was much larger than I expected, the walls lined from floor to ceiling with books of all sizes on rough wooden shelves. Intimidated, I headed for the front desk. A recognizable green and gray jacket was bent behind the counter. Normal boots? I briefly considered running away. Run away! Can I help you? Too late. Can't run away no more. Yeah, you can. The school forgot to give me one of the textbooks. I was told I could get it here. Which one is it? The History 309 textbook? He stepped from behind the counter and motioned for me to follow. We dodged between the aisles in a comfortable silence. He seemed friendly enough. I should say something. What was his name again? Shane? Gerard? John? No, not John. Satch. Oh, yeah. Huh? Oh, you work here? Ugh, of course he worked here. You idiot.
Yeah.
He chuckled, dimples appearing on his cheeks. Yeah, I'm the librarian's assistant. It's my second year and I love it. I get to help people find books that speak to them. Actually, you read books, Satch, but whatever. His eyes twinkled like a kid's on Christmas. Your book's right down here. He stopped at a row of thick, dusty books. Was this all history? And pulled out of the book with the powder-wigged man I saw earlier. Thanks. He waved his hand. It was nothing. Do you need help with anything else? I wanted to make a good impression on the Norwoods Club, but I couldn't come up with anything. No, thanks. You're welcome. I don't know what he said. As we headed back to the cavernous library, my unease melted away. We weren't talking, but just being near him felt like being wrapped in a soft blanket. Dude.
Oh, that is weird.
Oh, these girls like totally obsessed with this.
I know, it's so
I was
weird.
just the urge to snuggle up to him.
Whoa.
Well, I hope so. Seriously, you've got to. You gotta get your mind out of the gutter.
Bring it together. I mean, come on.
We neared the front desk, stepping around a clump of studying students. As we passed, one of them shifted. Something white flew past my face. A thick piece of triangular paper lay at my feet. I bent over and picked it up. It was surprisingly heavy. There was a quarter inside of it. If I was just a hair slower, it would have hit me in the face. It would have hit me in the face! A student snickered and I recognized the boys that had made fun of my hair this morning among them. My heart dropped. I scanned my memory for anything I might have done to offend them, but came up with nothing.
The music makes me feel like it's gonna be one of those spy games.
Gotta fight him. My hand started to shake. I hid it behind my back, trying to think of some way to defend myself. Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
What do you mean? We were just messing with you. You can't face up to us, can you? I didn't know you'd be such a chicken.
Are you suggesting?
That is my guy. Are you suggesting we did it on purpose?
Oh no, I faltered. There was nothing I could say. I was outnumbered. Dude, you gotta get better at your wording and everything. They would twist my words around, no matter how straightforward I was. She obviously doesn't know how to deal with people. Now me, I don't know what I'd do with it.
I just look at him like, actually, yeah, I'm suggesting that.
Yeah. Or just
Are you suggesting it you did on accident?
Just like take a video, like, I'm keeping the C. No, sorry. Oh, she is so weak. One of the boys held his hand out for the paper.
Oh, it's a paper?
I inched closer to give it to him, angry with myself for being so compliant. She'd be more like Pablo. Like, I'm keeping the C. I wish I were. A gentle warmth closed over my hand and took the paper from me. Sash examined the paper closely. I see what the problem is. Your aim would have been better if you cut the corners before you folded it. He placed the paper on the table. The boy looked at him in sheer awe. Oh, he's so hot! Be careful though, you almost hit her, and that would have been awful. Cause then,
these guys are cool.
I would have had to kill you.
Yeah.
My hands began to sweat as panic shifted through me, afraid of response, but that's your guy.
Blanks! We're sorry, we'll be better next time. We'll be more careful.
Yeah, it was an accident. They apologized? What? Thanks, I appreciate it. He gave them a wide smile and continued off down the aisles. I followed closely behind, my legs weak. Don't tell me they stopped because of him, simply because I was with him? He's so hot. I wanted to thank him, but my heart was pounding so hard I knew my voice would shake. We reached the front counter and he scanned the history book. My lip trembled as I willed myself to say something, anything to thank him. He tilted his head to the side. What books do you like to read? Oh, fiction? Yeah, fiction. I'll go with that.
Fiction, video game books.
Chuckled. Like 50% of books are fiction, so. I just finished a good book. I think it'd be right up your alley, if you don't mind me saying so. He reached under the counter, pulled out a thick green book, and passed it to me. Here, have a book. The man in the black stood on the front, hugging a woman in royal robes.
Oh, yep, it's a good book.
It's long, but it's one of my favorites. The Princess Betrothed.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I know things can be tough transferring to a new school. If you're ever worried, just read this. It'll transfer you 100 miles away in a second. Tears stung my eyes, so I ducked my head. Thank you, Satch. I kinda like Satch, you know?
Yeah.
He's a pretty chill guy. I have to start watching his YouTube videos.
Yep.
I've actually never watched him before.
Yeah, wait, so, oh yeah.
I think I may have like looked at his channel once, but I didn't have a pull to go watch his videos, so maybe I'll have to go do that now.
John, he says a lot of bad words.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna go out with him.
Thank you for more than just the books. You're welcome. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't think I got your name.
My name is Hanamisa.
Thanks for doing my job.
You didn't
I'm a
say
transfer
transfer
student.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Hana. Let me know how you like the book. I will.
PROJARED'S is
I'll
Habaloo.
totally do that.
Habaloo.
That couldn't have gone better. Not only was Satch impossibly kind, but being around him felt easy, refreshing. Like being around a blanket. Like being doused in the midst of waterfall.
What?
Oh gosh, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
My cheeks hot, I left the library to surprisingly have books under one arm. I settled into bed, eager to get started with my new reading material, but Maya was sitting at her desk, carving a pencil idly into the pages of a notebook. In a few minutes, she released a long, drawn-out sigh as the lid of her pencil whined against the paper. I lowered my book and took the bait. Is something wrong, Mai? She let out another dreary sigh. I hope Jared notices me this year. Does Jared know you like him?
Oh.
My whirled around in feigned shock.
No.
What?
I don't like Jared. I just want him to notice me, you know?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Just like she doesn't like the guys on those things. She just likes them. Oh. I closed my book and set it aside, deciding to play along. Well, have you at least tried talking to him? No, I mean...
Yes, I mean...
I have before. It didn't work.
He thought my chicken beat lights were stupid.
Why don't you try again? She bobbed her head from side to side, considering this like it never crossed her mind before. Oh, talk to a guy? I couldn't do that. Yeah.
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 Shaped. Oh, never mind.
Maybe I can do that. Satisfied, I picked up my book back up. You picked my book.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a boyfriend, Hana? Huh? Me? More? No, never. I don't do boyfriends. That's wrong.
weird.
That's not good.
How old are these people supposed to be anyway?
Well, third semester, so it's like late high school.
Okay. Oh, so
Really?
it's high school.
Never at all. I don't like boyfriends because they want to have your cell phone number and your passwords.
Well, cell phone number, yeah.
They want
passwords.
They want your passwords and they want to know exactly who you're talking to. Like, hey, who are you talking to right now? No, boyfriends aren't. Cool.
You talking to Joe?
Boyfriends aren't cool, kids. A message
Joe.
from Homeschooled Nerd.
Yes.
I bet you 10,000 something or others you meet a totally cute boy here and fall in love by the end of the school year. You're crazy.
Yeah, that would never happen.
You're totally crazy. I buried my face back in my book, barring Mike from any further discussion. Fall in love by the end of the year? Me? More?
How will I get back out?
If I were a betting kind of girl, I'd take that bet. Alright, hang on. I think that's gonna be it for this episode, guys.
Yeah, let's do that. It's good.
Oh, hang on. So yeah, my voice is getting a little tired, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go and I save for this one. That's the end of day 1. We're getting into day 2 in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe.
But they already did that in the beginning.
Yeah, they did that in the beginning. But just in case you
Just in
forgot
case
to.
you didn't play the game.
In
right.
case you didn't play the game right. If you
weren't
cheated,
nice.
then you can you can go ahead and
You can go
do that now.
Yeah.
So anyway, that will be it for this episode. Until next time, take it easy. We are out.